now.
We might touch average. It's a tough go. Atlanta, no difference for you. Look at this. We've got just a few clouds overhead this morning. Otherwise, a cool, crisp start to the day, but do expect those temperatures to rise once again. We've got the Chastain Park Arts Festival today. Things were packed yesterday at the Decatur Wine Fest, so it's been great for outdoor activities. Not great, though, in terms of we really need the rain. We'd like to see one of these days turn out rainy because we've got exceptional drought across parts of the southeast. Temperatures right now, as I mentioned, cool and crisp. We've warmed to 63 in Atlanta, it's 66 in Jacksonville, and temps are in the mid-70s in New Orleans. Across parts of West Virginia and also Kentucky, cooler temps this morning. Did have some freeze watches posted, but at this point, those have come to an end. Large area of high pressure overhead, and that is keeping us clear. That's keeping us dry, and that's also keeping us on the warm side. Look at this temperature map today. We're going low to mid 70s for many, upper 70s in Montgomery, 80 in Jackson, Mississippi. Tomorrow we'll be very close to the 80s in New Orleans. You're there today, so drop a few degrees tomorrow. Tallahassee's at 81 to start the week. Tuesday, Election Day, expect that warmth to continue. The only spot in the 60s is Little Rock at 67. By Wednesday, we're still looking at mid and upper 70s, Paul. From
7.
Yeah, I thought it was 26.
Oh, maybe it is 26.
We'll have to check on that. Well, hey, New York Marathon underway today across parts of the Big Apple. And 50,000 runners are in the Big Apple this morning to run that race. Would you do this? Have you ever done a marathon?
Most of the marathon I've done is that.
Yeah,
and then,
like run to the fridge or run to the car on a Friday after work. Yeah.
Right, or I'll only run really when I'm chased.
There you go.
Then I realize it's not that big, so I slow down.
Hey, well, somebody who maybe is more active than us, Justin Michaels, joins us live from New York. Justin, not the only big event happening in New York today, and is this giving you inspiration? You gonna do it? The relief that we need, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you just need a zen moment.
Namaste.
That's what we're trying to give you. Hey, what do you say we get up?
Stretch up the morning, yawning.
Yep.
7-day stretch time.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Today, it's the South Central getting in on the rain and the thunderstorms. That's where the best chance of wet weather will be. East fairly quiet, west fairly quiet. Temperatures still the story.
Yeah, fairly warm across the region. Let's take you on toward Election Day on Tuesday, but even cooling down to 58 is still above average for this time of the year.
Right, right. And then Monday, we're going to start the week with wet weather right through the middle part of the country. Again, we bookend it with dry weather on both sides.
Yeah, these temperatures average for perhaps early October, not early November. Moving on towards Tuesday, Election Day. And as we've been talking about, we're not going to see a lot of active weather across the nation. We have some scattered showers here in the Great Lakes, but also down towards the Gulf Coast states, including New Orleans.
Expected. Doesn't really surprise anybody, though. But I was on TV, Paul.
Wow.
I mean, it was a big deal.
We got a picture of that because you've never been,
That's
you worked
right.
on TV.
Hey, on Wednesday, we've got a little mix into parts of Vermont, maybe New Hampshire, but generally across even northern tier New England, it's rain.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the temperatures come down a little bit, but this is still above average. You know, we're still averaging, say, middle October temperatures now in the middle of November here. Move on towards Thursday, and yeah, the temperatures stay in the 50s across the Northeast, but that's under clear skies. But we're still in the 70s in Atlanta, dry skies, and the drought persists across much of the Southeast. We could use some relief.
Yeah, really nothing to point out in terms of active weather, but as you mentioned, would love to see a big soaker of a rain event across the Southeast.
Clutch the pearls. It's cold enough for some scattered snow showers across the higher terrain of the Northeast and New England, but will it last into the weekend?
Will it? And we got wet weather on the West Coast. Let's jump into the weekend and see. Hey-o!
But hey,
I know.
The good news is this is 7 days out, and this could easily change. But right now, maybe our first widespread touch of winter and cold air to maybe linger across the Northeast New England next Saturday.
See it. So what is it? Next weekend's weather, and is it ever going to feel like November? That's what we're asking. Oh! All right, we're done. We'll be back,
see you guys later.
to you, Paul.
It is, and Alex, you know, we're going to see a substantial shift in the jet stream, one that will feature a cold shot for the Northeast.
And this is good news to folks in the East who have wanted to feel more like fall, not necessarily parts of the South Central where It's been warm, and it looks like it might stay milder at least.
I think you're right, because when you look at our highs for Saturday, this would be a week, almost a week from now, we're starting to see a few more blues show up on the map. Right up in here, you see 46 in New York, 65 in Atlanta. I know that's not exactly cold, but it's colder than it's been. The warm stuff stays out west and over parts of Canada.
Well, like you said, colder than it's been. It's we're at the point now where even near average feels like a nice cool snap, considering how warm it's been. In some spots, over 20 degrees above average. Yeah,
that is a remarkable story how warm it's been for so long. But finally, those who are right.
I've been asking for it.
You want it. It's a northeast, so 46. Now, I have a feeling that the numbers are going to come in even colder because the trends are kind of clank, 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 coming in colder. You like that? All right, so what might accompany some of that cooling in the northeast next weekend?
Well, skiers are going, show me snow.
Show me the way. Well, you know what? Look at that. We have some blue on the map on Saturday, so let's zoom in into the northeast and look at some of our numbers. We're actually going for some snow showers, probably some lake effect snow showers, too, as well.
And this would be the time of year we start to watch places like Syracuse, like Oswego, like Watertown, like Buffalo to get in on some of that.
You do know something about Syracuse, don't you?
I hung out there for a little while.
You did.
And it always tended to snow right around that week between Halloween and the first week of November.
Bingo. Look what we've got on Saturday. We've got a lot of cold air aloft that is likely going to be in place across parts of the northeast. So just a couple thousand feet in altitude, we're talking maybe 15, 20 degrees. And that air that's so cold aloft will be over some pretty warm water temperatures here in the 50s.
This has been notable. These Great Lakes are warm, and we've been watching because you get a cold air mass move over these, and you could be seeing some decent snow.
That's exactly right. When you have that big contrast in temperatures, that's part of the setup for that lake effect snow machine to kick in. When it's very cold aloft and warm near the ground, you get a lot of overturning, and you can get some significant snowing from that. But you know, we'll just have to watch exactly. A lot of things to sort out yet, but some of the ingredients are there.
Yeah, and of course the exact wind direction will come into play, but we could be seeing a definitely more fall feel come next weekend, which is welcome to a lot of folks.
That is true. And the thing is, it doesn't look like it's going to last too long. By Sunday, things clear out in the northeast, and overall, I think the temps start to begin to come back. I'm sorry. They start to warm back up again, at least a little bit. Here are the numbers for Sunday, but probably a little warmer on Monday.
But still, at least 40s in New York, a little closer to average.
We'll take it.